I think the most important things we do to prepare a piece of dance would be obviously rehearse a lot.
I go through the role and the piece in my head, and I visualize what the show could be and how I could better it.
Once you mentally feel very confident, then physically the steps become easier to perform.
Make sure that you've learnt the steps, that you understand fully the story, and ultimately you really know what you're aiming for and what you want to achieve out of the piece.
Hey, Zenaida.
Hello.
How are you?
As you can see.
You look great. Why does the makeup and hair have to be so big? It's extravagant, right?
It is quite big, but you know, it has to match the exaggeration of the character and the movement.
So, what was it like developing the character of Queen of Hearts?
It was really interesting because it felt very much like a co-production with the choreographer. So he gave me this freedom to take the role wherever I felt it needed to be.
Zenaida is a very strong presence on stage, and she's deeply theatrical, and I knew she would be hilarious.
What's it like when you first get onto that stage?
I love it because I'm waiting for the audience reaction, you know, of, well, if I tweak this, will they notice? And they all amazingly notice every single detail of, you know, of whatever I do and nuances. And so I like it because it feels very much like a reaction to my actions. And so I get feedback also from the audience having a really good time.
Hey, that's amazing! What do you think?
Off with his head.
I think she's ready. I'm getting out of here.
On the day of a show, I like to have a very calm approach before a performance.
Go into a studio, go through all of the steps and the rep for that evening and make sure that I know exactly what I'm expected to do that night.
The other big thing is to make sure that my body is warm and ready to do the movements the way I want to do them.
You want to go on stage knowing that you trust yourself and you trust the people around you and that you don't have to really think about what's next. It will just happen.
Sometimes it goes so well you feel like you're flying, and then other times maybe you might forget the steps or not do them as well as you would like to.
The wonderful thing about a live performance is how quickly you are to correct those little mistakes that you're making.
What you want to do is transport the audience to another world, and if you look like you're struggling or you're frightened or you're scared or you're embarrassed, they'll also feel that. So ultimately you've got to have like a poker face on and pretend that really everything's going perfectly even when it's not.
What an incredible journey it's been, from the first steps of making a piece of dance to getting ready for a performance.
Yeah, it really is a journey, but if you just go step by step, you will arrive. Sometimes it's hard to imagine when you first start out learning a choreography, the moment when the curtain lifts and you're at the opera house performing.
The dance feels different in front of an audience because you're performing to many people.
Just the audience and clapping can give you a completely different feeling and push you even further to do more.
To have the adrenaline of a live show, knowing there are people watching, completely transforms how we feel.
When you step on stage, you know that you're going to get an extra boost of energy and excitement.
It's really important that you feel that you take the audience on a journey with you.
Talking of journeys, it's hard to imagine a more incredible journey than Alice's, right?
It is. She has the best adventure and she goes to the strangest world imaginable.
And so have I. I've met all the characters that you meet along the way, but there are a few more.
Yeah, there are lots more. She's a very lucky girl.
And now it's time for you to get your work to that point where your stage really feels like home.
Where all it needs is the audience to sit down and enjoy your final performance.
Where you get to feel the joy, the fun, and the freedom of dance.
See you soon, guys. Good luck.